everyone, my name's Chris. I'm probably the main part of the Sugars Do Disney at the moment. And if you don't know us, we're a family in Scotland and we enjoy doing all things Disney. It's been a long time since we've had a trip to Florida, but we have started planning a new one, which won't be for a wee while yet because we need to save up for a long time to get there because, as everyone knows, it was a small fortune to get there. But we are also going back to Disneyland Paris later this year as well. We went in May for our daughter's birthday and we're going back for our son's birthday in December. So it's all very exciting stuff and we are very looking forward to it. I thought I would maybe try and kind of make a little video today of just random thoughts of Disney that come into my head as the day goes on. So let's see where the day takes us. So as we talked about yesterday in one of our shorts and on TikTok, recently it has been D23 and there has been lots of very exciting announcements. Probably the one that caught our eye biggest was the fact that the Yeti is returning to Expedition Everest, which is very exciting. That's Laura's favourite ride and I'm sure hopefully it'll be the sort of by the time we get back to Florida and she'll be able to see that up and running properly. We are also looking forward to some of the new lands that are opening up there. It's been quite a long time since we've been out in Florida. We were last there when Harris was 2 and he is now 9, so it has been quite a long time. There's lots of new stuff happened since then and there seems to be a lot of stuff that is on the horizon as well, which hopefully some or if not all might be opened by the time we get back because we're aiming for sort of May 2028 at this point, so it might be a little while before we get back to Florida still, but we are definitely making solid plans to get back because I think it's a bit criminal that we've not managed to get back since Harris was so little. I think it's just it's been just cost issues because our family grew and as anyone who goes to Disney knows, as soon as you go to Disney and as soon as your family gets larger, it gets way more expensive. So, and we had a lot of other things, kind of life stuff to figure out and sort out as well in between. But that's kind of all getting is not all now in hand, and now we can get back to focusing on sorting out things like holidays to Disney World, which is amazing. And we've also kind of fell in love a little bit with Disneyland Paris in the meantime. We've been there twice now in the last couple of years, and as I said earlier, we are going back in December as well for a short trip as well, so there will be also footage and videos and stuff like that from that as well, which we can't wait to bring you as well. So let's chat a little bit about our experience of being in Disneyland Paris the last time. It was in May this year in 2026 and we got to go to the Frozen land that has been built in Adventure World, Disney Adventure World, and it was fantastic. It was such a great place to visit, especially at night time. It's so well lit up and things like that. It just adds a bit to the magic of it all. One of Harris's favourite parts of being in Disney was definitely Star Tours. He has fell in love with that ride as much as what I love it. It is a personal favourite of mine. I loved it whenever we were in Disney World in Florida, and I also loved it in Paris as well. I think it's just the kind of simplicity of it's just such a great ride, and any Star Wars fan will love it to bits. I am a big fan of the simulator rides and things like that are kind of a bit less roller coastery. I don't mind going on the occasional roller coaster, but I much prefer the simulator rides and stuff like that than I do the other ones. Although I would love to try and go on some of the other ones that have came to Disney World whenever we get back there, especially Tron. I think is one that really stands out for me. I love Tron, and the ride looks fantastic. If I can get myself to go on it, I think hopefully that'll be a one to do. When we were over there as well, Hannah did the My Royal Experience thing because it was her birthday. It was a kind of a magical day, and she absolutely loved that. And not gonna lie, maybe would have been a little bit sweaty eyes by me as she walked down the stairs in the Disneyland hotel. For sure, but she looked fantastic after it. It was such a great experience. Was expensive, but definitely worth it in her case, I think, as a kind of special treat for her birthday. Definitely worth it, but she had a great time at that. Now, the other thing that was good about our last Disney trip to Disneyland Paris was some of the things that we learned while we were there. So, our son Harris has got autism and ADHD, and we got the priority pass for him, and it was an absolute lifesaver for us. Harris really struggles with dealing with kind of waiting and being patient and things like that, and standing in long queues would be extremely difficult for him. And the priority pass was an absolute lifesaver. It made the queuing and things like that a million times better than what we had expected. We didn't have it the last time because we went prior to that because we didn't know about it. And this time was so much different in terms of being able to get him onto rides and get him to enjoy the rides, because he does love the rides, and he just struggles with kind of having to kind of wait about and kind of be in queues. So it was something that was a massive game changer for us. We also kind of realised this trip that we sometimes Laura and I try and plan out our trips quite kind of to the letter of the law, and I think or at least we had whenever we did Florida and things like that. And I think that we have to kind of go a little bit easier with it whenever we're doing it with kids, because we do need to kind of give Harris some sort of regular breaks and things like that sort of stuff. We realised that one of the things that was really good for him was being able to stop every so often, give him like 5-10 minutes using his Nintendo Switch to kind of sort of just kind of regulate him a little bit and get him back on board with the trip, and that's all he needed. And then he got back into kind of enjoying the Disney magic. So that was quite a useful thing to find out. And those are two things. If your kids or kid does have conditions like that, then that's something you might want to consider and might kind of try on your trip, because it really made a massive difference for our visit whenever we went in May. So I think for our future trip, we are going to try and implement some of those things again. Definitely try and get the priority pass again for Harris, and definitely include some kind of little breaks every so often for him to kind of let him regulate a little bit. And it'd be fantastic if Hannah can get over a little bit of fear of some of the dark rides and stuff, because some of them are fantastic, and I think she would really enjoy them if she can get over that little bit of fear. She was cuddling it in and stuff like that during Star Tours and stuff, which was cute in a way, but also you don't want to always be terrifying your kids whenever they're at Paris. We're also, when we go back, we're hoping to go to see the Eiffel Tower when we go back, because Harris does have a bit of a special interest in the Eiffel Tower, and although we've been to Paris twice, we have not actually went in to see the Eiffel Tower as of yet. So that's one of the big plans that we're hopefully going to get in place for when we go back, as a weekend special treat for him. And that should be really, really fun too, so that'd be nice to kind of catch some video and stuff like that of that as well. And we were actually just thinking the other day that we'll have to maybe try and look into some of the places you can maybe go and eat and things like that while you're in near the Eiffel Tower, because we don't really know anything about the centre of Paris. We've never actually kind of explored too much, and so it would be nice to kind of find that out. If you guys have got any recommendations for that, please let us know in the comments below, and we will see if we can kind of maybe hit some of the spots that you guys like. So I think I'm going to round it up here for the day. That I hope you've enjoyed kind of hearing a little bit about what we experienced whenever we were in Paris in May, and I hope you look forward to seeing what we've got going forward. We will continue to kind of do wee kind of videos here and there. It won't obviously be in Disney, but we will kind of try and kind of keep a bit of content flowing out on the channels, and so you guys can enjoy it as well. So do like, subscribe and comment if you have enjoyed this video, and let us know some of your favourite things about Disneyland Paris, what you were excited about with the D23, and we will see you again soon in another video very, very soon. Bye for now, guys.